Have you heard about 50-30-20 rule? This guide can change your money life. Stay till end for real answers. Like, share, subscribe for smarter money habits. Comment your biggest money struggle below. The 50-30-20 rule was created to simplify budgeting so people stop feeling overwhelmed by numbers and start focusing on clear spending boundaries that feel realistic and repeatable across months and years of financial life. It divides income into 3 categories that anyone can understand quickly without spreadsheets or complex tracking systems that scare beginners away from financial planning before they even begin. The first category includes all essential needs such as housing, utilities, groceries, and transportation that keep daily life stable and functioning without disruption. The second category includes wants, which represent lifestyle choices that bring comfort, entertainment, and joy, but are not required for survival or basic responsibilities. The third category focuses on savings and debt payments, which represent your future security and long-term financial independence. The biggest portion of this rule allows half of your income to be spent on essential needs, which sounds generous but often becomes the hardest category to control. Housing alone can consume 30-40% of income in many cities, leaving little room for other essential expenses like food, transport, insurance, and healthcare. When this category grows too large, the entire balance of the rule begins to collapse and people feel like they are failing even when they are trying their best. Many financial struggles begin because people underestimate how quickly essential expenses grow when inflation increases and salaries stay almost the same. The rule assumes that basic living costs stay reasonable, but reality shows that rent and utilities continue rising faster than income growth. The wants category often creates confusion because many expenses feel essential emotionally even when they are not technically necessary for survival. Streaming services, dining out, travel, shopping, and hobbies all fall into this category, yet they often define personal happiness and lifestyle identity. People sometimes feel guilty when spending here, but the rule intentionally includes enjoyment because a strict life without fun rarely stays sustainable. The challenge appears when lifestyle inflation quietly expands and turns occasional treats into permanent monthly commitments that feel impossible to remove. Subscription services are perfect examples because they start small but slowly stack into large invisible spending. This category represents the most powerful part of the rule because it directly builds future freedom and financial stability. Saving 20% sounds simple but becomes extremely difficult when income barely covers living expenses and unexpected emergencies appear frequently. This portion includes retirement funds, emergency savings, and debt repayments, which together create long-term security and peace of mind. People who consistently follow this part often experience reduced stress because they feel prepared for unexpected challenges. However, many beginners struggle to reach this percentage, especially during early career stages with lower salaries. Simplicity is the main reason this rule spread rapidly across social media buzz and financial education platforms around the world. People love frameworks that remove confusion and replace it with clear guidelines they can remember without stress. The rule also gives permission to enjoy money, which makes budgeting feel less restrictive and more balanced. Many strict budgets fail because they remove joy completely and create emotional resistance against saving. This rule tries to balance responsibility and enjoyment, which makes it psychologically attractive and sustainable. The biggest criticism of this rule appears when people compare it with real modern living expenses and discover it feels unrealistic. In high-cost cities, housing alone can exceed 50%, which immediately destroys the foundation of the formula. Gig economy workers and freelancers face irregular income, which makes fixed percentages difficult to follow consistently. Medical emergencies, unexpected repairs, and family responsibilities also disrupt perfectly planned budgets quickly. The rule assumes stability, but many people live in financial environments filled with uncertainty and sudden changes. Financial success rarely comes from following rules perfectly, but from adapting principles to fit personal situations and goals. Instead of forcing exact percentages, you can treat them as starting guidelines that evolve with income growth and lifestyle changes. Someone living in an expensive city might follow 60-30-10 while focusing on increasing income gradually. Another person with lower living costs might save more than 20% and accelerate long-term financial goals. The goal is balance, not perfection, because rigid systems often break under real-world pressure. Tracking spending patterns helps identify where adjustments are necessary and where discipline is needed. Even imperfect budgeting systems create awareness, which is the first and most important step toward financial improvement. When people assign money to categories, they become more conscious of habits that previously felt invisible. This awareness often reduces impulsive spending naturally without extreme restrictions or guilt. Structure creates a sense of control, which reduces anxiety and increases confidence in decision-making. Many people feel stressed because money feels chaotic and unpredictable without clear boundaries. This rule introduces order and direction, even if adjustments are required along the way. Confidence grows when people see progress and understand where their money actually goes. Psychology often matters more than math when building long-term financial habits. Start by calculating monthly incomes after taxes so the numbers reflect real spending power. List essential expenses carefully and compare them with the 50% guideline honestly. Track wants for 1 month to understand lifestyle spending without judgment or guilt. Set an achievable savings goal, even if it starts smaller than 20% initially. Adjust percentages gradually as income grows and financial stability improves over time. Review spending monthly to ensure categories remain balanced and realistic. Celebrate small wins because motivation grows when progress feels visible and rewarding. Consistency will transform small actions into powerful long-term financial momentum. The truth is, this rule works best as a starting framework rather than a strict universal formula. It provides clarity, direction, and balance for beginners who need a simple entry into budgeting. However, real success comes from adapting it to match personal circumstances, income levels, and living costs. People who treat it as flexible guidance often achieve better results than those who follow it rigidly. Financial freedom comes from awareness, discipline, and continuous improvement over time. No single rule fits everyone, but strong principles can guide anyone toward better decisions. Use the rule as a compass, not a cage, and adjust it confidently when life changes. The best budgeting system is the one you can follow consistently and peacefully. Share this with someone needing clarity. Like, share, subscribe for more money guides. Comment what topic you want next. Your journey to freedom starts today. See you in the next video.